Hello, everybody. It's PsyFerret, the business ferret. And today, we are back with some more Outer Worlds. My brain just went, what? What are we doing? Don't mind me. It's lagging. It's Friday. And that means we must play more video games. So yeah, last time, we pretty much pissed off everybody. Now, why didn't it? Yes. Nine armor, light armor, with long guns? We don't need no sneak. We don't need no sneak. We're already sneaky. We don't need no sneak. Hang on, I forgot to fix something real fast. All right, there we go. Also, we got a big old cowboy hat. Oh, no, I was going to sell that, I think. I don't even know. Let's go loot my ship. Did I ever actually leave the planet? I don't feel like I did.
Touching that is a good way to lose a hand. Moving machinery versus human flesh. Battle wins every time.
All right, maybe it's me.
Captain?
No, that is not true. She can stay for as long as she wants. I adore her. She's adorable. Okay. It looks like the quality drops, right? That's not just... I feel like the quality drops. It might be me. Well, here's what we are going to do. Transfer all of my food stuff that I'm never going to use. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and get rid of that. One day, I might use it. Well, in the meantime, never say the captain never gave you anything. Captain brought all the snacks. But where is everybody staying? Like, I know Pavardi's The Journey of Maximilian de Soto, Volume 1. Oh, so this is where the good vicar is. I am going to take all your ammo.
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like. Something vexing you, Captain?
What's your story?
Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition.
Violent enthusiastic disposition.
That's what my parents called it. I grew up in a pit of a town, much like Edgewater.
Oh.
I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them.
Huh. Were they not religious?
On the contrary, they internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith, a faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought
okay.
if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it.
But weren't they proud when you became a vicar at least?
They thought I was fighting the plan, should have accepted my lot. Some people pursue the clergy for power, prestige, but that was not me.
Okay. What's this plan you keep talking
The
about?
simple version is this. The force which we call the Grand Architect created the universal equation that underlies and defines everything in the universe. Everything flows from the equation, or in layman's terms, the grand plan. Is the Grand Architect a consciousness? A natural force? Did it create the equation on purpose? The answers to these questions don't really matter. The equation, the plan, is all that matters.
Okay.
Contentment is found by accepting one's role in the plan.
What if I destroy the plan? If you can't help but follow the plan, then everything you do is part of it, right?
The plan is not one rigid path. There are a variety of multitudes contained within it.
Oh, good.
Our paths have variance, but we'll end up adhering to it, whether we like it or not. Some choices make the path smoother, some rougher. You can even go outside the lines, but the further outside you go,
The harder
it's like an unbreakable elastic band. It will only stretch so far before it snaps back. The further it is stretched, the more violent the eventual correction.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Seems quite trusting of you just to sign on without knowing anything about me.
I have run headlong into too many walls in my pursuit of the truth. This book is my last hope, and...
Makes sense.
What about you? And how did he do that?
He stole my body from the Hope at the edge of the colony and thawed me out. How should I know? I was frozen at the time.
Well, you do seem different than every other colonist. Let's pretend for the moment I believe you. What are you going to do now?
I'm helping it recover more of the chemicals he needs to save the rest of the
That
colonists.
seems a dangerous proposition. Why risk your life now that it's been returned to you?
I don't know.
Fair enough.
I'll think it over. All right, so we found the vicar's room. Dude, you're in my way. Wait, anointment vial. Index of banned literature. Well then. Is there a captain's quarter? This is not a petunia. Banged up toolbox. Ammo. Thanks, Pavardi. I'm gonna steal your bullets. A stern man, older man with warm eyes. Aw. That's Dad. Okay. First wrench Dad ever gave me. She's been a friend ever since. Parvati. He's so cute. Sam. There's no response from the automechanical unit. A serial number etched in its chases includes the letter Sam. I was kind of hoping to find... Ow. Not that. Captain's quarters. That's what I was looking for. So So like the root spores of the puffball cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots. Holographic shroud. Are off limits to unauthorized and otherwise result in being attacked. So if we don't do anything, we'll be okay. We're not picking that up because it's literally worthless. Messages for Alex Hawthorne. Hawthorne's unread messages. Mentioned in my previous message, silly me, I'm mailing you a copy of my favorite serial, The Space Adventures of Singularity Steel. It's about a dashing space pirate with a heart of, well, steel. It's not exactly board approved, so don't you go showing it around your spacer buddies. Dearest Alex, I can't tell you how pleased I am to finally hear from you. Your message was hilarious. I'm delighted by your sense of humor. By and by, I was scraping the Groundbreakers comms network for tasty little tidbits, and I noticed you declined to dock at Edward. Insisted touching down in the wilderness. You rugged individualist, you. I only prayed that idiot Thompson wasn't giving you any trouble. I hope your meeting down on Terra 2 proves fruitful. I don't know where you were raised, but I'd hazard it. Guess it may have been a bar, because anyone with even a modicum of decent rearing would know it's unforgiving and rude to ignore the ardent, sincere message of one's friends. Please respond. Oh, this poor guy. Here, Alex. Hello. This finds you. Well, it was a pleasure to see you in my office again last week. Once again, I'm terribly sorry about the impounding mix-up. How could it have happened a second time? Terminals these days, I swear. Dreadfully unreliable. Just like your ship. This is so cute. Look, there's no call for shouting. My terminal was busted. I had a few too many and might have knocked it off the desk. You know how it goes. But I'm not telling you where Wells is, so lay off. Buy me a drink at the Last Hope next time I'm in, and I might forgive you. Shrink Ray. Remember this later. No better. Ada, remind me weekly to check this log until I tell you to stop. Yes, I mean continually. No, Ada, not if I'm dead. Why would you even ask me that? Back to my point. I saw in actuality, with my own two eyes, a sublimely powerful weapon in Wells' lab, just sitting there for the taking. If the gray hair were to look away or forget about it, maybe. Or if I had a smidgen more nice. He called it a shrink ray, but wouldn't let me test that claim after I lost my temper. Said he was inspired to create the thing by the achievements of other scientists who dared push of human knowledge and decency. I heard rumors of fantastical weapons like this one. Weapons that push the boundaries of the mind and science's cutting edge. But I figured they were just stories. So, Wells has a shrink ray. The last time I got sloshed, was imbibing at the Last Hope, on the Groundbreaker, I shamelessly but subtly eavesdropped on two Mardets yammering on about mad scientists some years back who claimed he made a huge discovery that would change the fate of the colony, like none of us heard about that one before. But here's the good part. The Mardets said the mad scientist kept yelling about the hammer's power or something similar. A strange weapon with a special power created by a crazy lab coat. Sure fits the bill. It could be another one of the weapons that inspired Wells. Black market leads. Oh, here we go. Why won't Wells just give me the shrink ray? To me. Blast him to the depths of the labyrinth on Tartarus and back. Let the record show I did apologize for shouting him down 5 times. But architect be damned, it's just sitting there neglected and gathering dust. I should have commandeered it and thanked him without asking permission or breaking expensive equipment when he said it wasn't ready yet, and that even if it were, he wouldn't entrust it to someone like me. What does that even mean? I'm not trustworthy enough that I'd use it to wipe out the good, hardworking folk of the colony like some mad sort of moralist psycho. I'll admit to maintaining some questionable associations, but I follow a strict code of me, myself, and mine. What's not to respect in that? Exactly. Now I have to wait until Wells forgets or thinks he's misplaced it. In the meanwhile, I have been tracking down additional rumors pertaining to the other of these science weapons throughout Halcyon. If gossip holds true, my next step will be to check with the black market merchants on the Groundbreaker and in Fallbrook. Oh. Do not forget you found a discarded Satanist maintenance automechanical and Emerald Vale scrap heap during your last job. Should not be too difficult to get up and running. With a few key modifications, I can envision a combat capable, I'd say a clean, mean killing machine. Removal of factory standard parts. UD Steeper was successful. Delivery of combat modifier replacement part Acid Steeper has been delayed. Progress at back is estimated to be a solid 3 months. But I do. I'm giving up on the delivery. The part is lost in transit and it's not turning up anytime soon. Find an Acid Steeper. Okay. But good news, I heard from a fellow who knows the gal who knows the broker who overcharged me for that information regarding the location of an Acid Steeper I can filch. The part was sent to an old storage facility in Roseway. I never thought I'd go back to that pit. Good thing Auntie abandoned it years ago. I'll pick it up following this next pit stop back to Emerald Vale. Oh, following. Okay. Wells wants me to chaperone some person of interest. Details to come later. All right. In Roseway. Forged under pressure, this decorative skull is carved volcanic rock. Reed's hat. Dialogue skills +7. Ooh. Well. Oh, and then I can just put stuff in there. Go ahead and take a nap. We're overdue for a nap. Now we got our health back. Oh, I want those. I like bullets. I like bullets from my gun. Well, she's not in here.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be?
Know anything about the automechanical gathering dust in the janitor's closet?
The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM.
Okay.
If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to
Got a minute to talk?
I have lots of minutes. Many minutes.
Tell me about Captain
I require
Hawthorne.
a captain to pilot the ship. Without an identifier. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome. In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it.
All right, I'm done here. So, we can go to Terror 2. We can go to Phineas's lab.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain. We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Oh, can I just... Yeah, everybody goes. Do, 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 do. Hey!
My sights on you.
Not actively trying to kill me. That's an improvement. Oh, there he is. I was like, where'd he go?
Town's been dark a while now. Could be a mechanical trying to sabotage us.
I, for some reason, don't believe this.
Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it then. I would reward you with the gratitude of the Resistance, but...
Take care. Woo! Spacer's Choice reputation improved. What is my reputation with these people? This employee's behavior is erratic. Recommend they see a company counselor. Spacer's Choice is the favorite. You are neutral to this faction, but they are nervous. Okay. That's fair. Understandable.
Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now. I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be louder than the hold, so here I am.
Oh, okay.
Cozy like, ain't it?
What do you think of the ship?
That's in pretty good shape considering how hard Mr. Hawthorne ran it. It's a Yakita LHA 120, A2 model, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Block 2 design scooshed in extra cargo space but didn't change the stock engines. Probably a touch underpowered, huh?
Probably.
Accurate in all particulars. I conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic.
That's the ship's computer. How about you invite? Oh, how about you not invite yourself? One who actually
Fly-by-wire's pretty normal. Or at least ways that's what I read in the trades. I've never been on a real ship before.
She flies.
Hello. I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was. He taught me all he knew. Do you understand?
Speech recognition is one of the many skills I have been programmed to simulate.
You're not simulating it, you're doing it! I asked a question and you answered it.
I am gratified you consider this facsimile convincing.
I expect your full cooperation.
I am at your disposal, Ms. Parvati. You will find the technical schematics in the engineer's locker, though I'm afraid Captain Hawthorne has lost the owner's manual.
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. But I think we're cooking with plasma torches.
Woo!
You can do that, you know. My dad taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with a plasma torch.
Did you learn your trade from your father?
Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was.
I don't see the humor.
He meant funny as in odd. It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us.
But you actually are good at this, and you enjoy it.
Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule.
Ah!
I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up to see it's tomorrow, and I've blown another deadline.
Oh.
Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling.
After school, you moved straight back to Edgewater?
Yep, nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier. Dad met me at the shuttle and gave me a big ol' hug.
Aww.
I noticed straight away that he was moving slower and stiffer. He made a little grunt when I squeezed.
Aww. You get to spend much time with him after you got back from school?
About a year. I tried to do more of the work so he could rest. His heart gave him pains. He
Oh.
never said that he loved me, you know? I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects or listen to my fretting. Oh gosh. Look at the time. Sorry to...
All right. Let's go to Phineas's lab. Oh yeah, we didn't.
Successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
I like her sass.
Take someone to watch your back, please.
We're actually gonna leave both of them here because there's no reason for me to go.
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it. Blast, that's loud.
Well, I know where he is, and that's probably real useful to some authorities. But I'm kind of like, I don't know if in this case.
I'm just securing my ongoing experiments and securing myself. Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since, in fact, I've never had a visitor.
Reminder, scrape off electro-fried sprats. It's a bubbles, apparently. You spent over 4 decades in space with nothing but the technology of this little chamber keeping you alive. We're still trapped.
Reviving you from hibernation was my greatest accomplishment. Your odds of survival were a mere 28%.
Dehibernation experimentation notes. Oh, we were experiments. Oh, goody. Microscopic assessment shows no signs of sudden traumatic cell wall collapse. Encouraging. I need to get a view of the cranium to see what's going on with neurons. Oops, hand slip. Likely effects. Nothing important. May have numbness in the left heel, but who needs that? Looking at sample, evidence of hyperactive production of dopamine and norepinephrine. Norepinephrine. Curious. No evidence of entropic effects on neurons, however. Very excited. Now, only I can keep them from exploding. Raising core temp at another 5 Celsius per hour. Oops, forgot I had probe in the brain. Jostled with elbow. Subject may suffer numbness in the right earlobe. Acceptable. Feel ridiculous telling mostly frozen slab of meat you're doing fine, PsyFerret. Practicing bedside manner important. Aids recovery.
Your old hibernation mask. Had to remove it, you know, in case you were prone to vomiting. Oh, thank the Lord. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed. Potential side effect of the revival process. Very rare, but you never know. Right. Welcome to my little habitation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing. So, welcome. Make yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout.
Neat. I appreciate you pulling me out of the hope.
Not at all, my intrepid accomplice. I should thank you for tolerating my somewhat brusque manner.
Brusque is a good word.
I only regret that I couldn't save more of your fellow settlers, what with being hunted by the boar.
I want to talk to you about something else. Is there some reason you're hiding behind bulletproof glass?
Never know what being frozen did to your brain. There's always a chance you might turn violent.
I did!
I have no desire to end up like Thompson. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper. Absolutely.
Don't you ever leave the lab?
Oh, goodness, no. I wouldn't survive 10 seconds in the blackness of the aether.
You know what? That's fair.
Well, no, I imagine I'd last at least 12 seconds before I'd lose consciousness and die of hypoxia.
Huh. Do you have some kind of life outside your work? Oh, whoops, I hit the wrong button.
Aether wave drama in my youth. Not anymore. All board propaganda. I'd rather not be brainwashed.
Fair.
To answer your question, I'd rather stay right here in my lab. There's too much work to be.
Why are you so obsessed with the Hopes colonists?
Because we've lost our way. The board has a stranglehold over this colony, and we've all been conditioned into... The Hope is full of specialists, scientists, engineers, talented individuals like you. People who haven't been corrupted by the board. Unfortunately, the Hope's colonists have been frozen for decades, well past your shelf life, so to speak. No offense.
None taken. Yeah, but you revived me, so you must have solved the problems.
Ah, you begin to perceive the truth. Yes, according to the board and their narrow-minded scientists, you should be a pile of organic sludge right now.
Well, that's comforting.
10 years. That's how long the average human can remain in hibernation. You were frozen for decades. In theory, you never should have survived the revival process. But the conventional theories are wrong. You're living proof that it can be done. There's yet hope for the Hope. Get it?
Everyone I hope is
Well,
depending
do
on
our
us.
very best. I'd best get back to work.
Okay, fine. I am gonna steal your stuff, though. I need the money. Haha! Too Blythe. Sending no response. Sending no response. Sending no response. I worked it out. Explain details there. Will be difficult to reproduce. Need your help. All necessary materials should be present in Halcyon. Dumped a new associate, Dirtside Terra 2 near Edgewater. They have a stake in my purpose. But trust them, I'm only about 23.7 at present. They're recovering a ship. Should be doing along any time. Just need to know where to send them.
Careful, that's my communications terminal.
Yoink. Oh, that's a pristine one, though. Ooh. Mop up melted pig. Door sealed. Science weapons. Science weapons are unique weapons that have strange and powerful effects. Science weapons damage and the strength of them are influenced by your science skills.
Aha! I see you front my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray. Find a target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp. Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime.
I see a pig. Also, we're going to take the pristine one. Because supposedly the pristine one doesn't lose its duration as much. Oh, it doesn't last for long. Okay. Well, that's disappointing. Created by Dr. This handheld device is capable of shrinking any living being it's fired at. Group Dr. Wells has personally signed a number and has optimistically numbered it 001. Okay. Ba-bam. Well, we got the shrink ray. Perfect. Well, I thought we were going for a black market. Turns out, we are going for a black market. We just had a detour first. All right, so all of my quests are currently on the Groundbreaker.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
Can we chat? Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson?
What about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean.
Yes.
I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Sure, we could head over to engineering now. I thought you said you'd keep this boat in good repair.
I abso-surely can. I'm a passing fair mechanic. Even Mr. Thompson would have said it's my only skill. But I'm used to working on cannery lines, AG loaders and the like. There's tricks about ships I ain't learned yet. All I'm looking for is a few pointers. I bet a lady who runs a whole station has forgot more than I ever learned.
Sure. Are you asking to leave my crew and join hers?
Gosh, no, Captain. I aim to stay so long as I'm welcome.
Oh, okay.
I figured Junlei and I could confabulate over wireless or by message. And maybe when we put into Groundbreaker, I could stop by to visit her sometimes. But only when you don't need me with you.
We?
Thanks, Captain. I'll be... Did you want to talk?
Nope. You're coming with me. Both of you are coming with me. The Earth Directorate catalogs habitable cell systems and cell exploitation rates and nominal controls. Yeah, sure.
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker, by the by. Don't mind the heat.
Careful where you smoke.
Got a few days.
Crew bills us for... Gonna head to...
I'm sure Miss Chief Tennyson will...
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought...
Yes, you caught me ruminating. What's up?
Personal quest of yours.
Yes, well, now that we're here, can we check in with security?
All right. Why do we want to do that?
If I can access the data cartridge from the terminal, that'll give us... I'll comb...
All right. So we're going to security so he can get the transporters stuff. Or people...
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
Oh.
Hey, no offense, but I don't think this walking Saltuna can's gonna appreciate you interrupting.
Keep talking, Millstone. See what happens. Now's not a good time.
So, Ghost?
You must really want to
Let me talk to the kid.
do what you want.
Whatever you heard?
I heard you knock someone out with a tossball stick.
The guy insulted my Rizzo's Rangers, alright? You can't just insult my Rangers and expect to get away with it. So, of course, I decked him with a tossball stick. I mean, what am I? Some kind of fair-weather fan?
That's a bit of an
You wouldn't be
overreaction.
saying that if you'd been there. Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I
Good
tell
for you.
myself. He's a spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes sweat.
So you defend... oh, boy.
Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back-bay's, well, foreman.
Got any plans?
Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock.
That's me, Captain of the Captain
of the Unreliable. You're like something out of a serial drama. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got
you in a hurry to get somewhere?
Oh, not at all. Just, you know, gonna figure out... See you around, Going for a stroll around the docking base?
Alright. Guys, I need you to...
Understood. I'll keep my head down.
We're gonna steal the ammo. Boop. No one saw nothing. Nothing over there. I feel like he's a recruitable person. But I've got quests, so. McRed, Phineas Wells. Oh, that ain't worth nothing.
Customs and inspection, right there.
Sell the junk. Alright, cool. You found an ID card cartridge to use with the holographic suit. Automatically be disguised when entering the associated restricted area. Nice.
Identification, please.
Here you go.
Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
I'm sorry, what?
We've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Hey!
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
And that is it. How do I get this resolved?
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
Oh.
You take the starch out of them, well, you won't hear it. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor? Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it. A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling.
Got it.
Much? Is there anything? The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. Two biggest operations are the board, that is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though. Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me.
Oh.
Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
How about something long-term?
If you're thinking to make a career here, don't waste your time. Full-time jobs on Groundbreaker tend to be inherited, or go to a fellow crew member's kid. Keep it in the family, you know.
I didn't think there were many independent operators in the system.
Relative to the board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either.
What do you know about... that's all I need to know about work. Can you tell me about...
He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much.
Ah.
Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison.
So there's tension between the Groundbreaker and the board?
They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they gotta depend on. We're the first and last stop out of this colony. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top and manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
Ah. Why can't... keep pushing them.
It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation, but where'd that lead us? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
Yes.
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway.
Board runs most of the system, don't they?
Yep. Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing base. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year.
Thanks for the info. See you around. I thought I was gonna get searched for weapons.
Huh? What's that noise? Guess it was nothing.
Before anyone else actually sees me. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah! I'm gonna break your plasma rifle. Hey, there's my friends. Oh, there's security.
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering.
What bounties do you have available?
Got a hot one for you. Captain Gunnar McRed. Just 26 hours old. The posting, that is. Not the criminal. Allegations include several counts of flying under the influence, carrying open alcoholic containers, failure to pay docking fees, resisting arrest, and assaulting not one but two officers.
Oh. I can see why he's wanted dead or alive.
Dreadful, ain't it? Such blatant disregard for order. It's a real problem in the youth these days.
It's a real problem
it's
in
true
every
enough that he ain't
year.
particularly deadly, but the interest on each fine being compounded as they are means he'll be paying with his life insurance. Only way to cover it.
Oh, Jesus.
Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward?
Why don't you send him our debt to apprehend him?
Oh, I will. Soon as the chief approves the personnel reorg required for a bounty dispatch. So, in about 3 to 7 weeks.
Oof. I'll take the
You
posting.
and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head, or his lucky lighter, as proof of kill. I do hope you're the... Do I look like your gossipy best friend? While I'm on post,
fine. What is a
We're the
Mardet?
security force here on Groundbreaker. Started back before the crossing.
Okay.
Hi there. Haven't seen you around before. What can Groundbreaker security...
I could use some work. Any pointers?
Chief Tennyson don't generally hire outsiders for station jobs, but you could try asking at Sublight Salvage. They got an off. Anything else?
Chief Tennyson?
Chief Junlei Tennyson. She runs the ship. Her family's worked on it for...
What's she like?
Good as she can be, I guess. She could stand to lighten up, I suppose.
Fascinating. Anyway. I'd really like to get back.
We can't just let anyone walk in here. I wouldn't be, well, maybe if you clear an open bounty and get in good with Commandant Sunita.
We're friends, right, Lee? Do me a favor and I'll owe you one.
All right, I guess. In and out, though. Just try not to do it.
Security. I can check the departures route and find out which crew the scholar shipped in and out with.
I love that we got in. Like, after we're done... Why is there... Oh, man. What happened here? That just looks like someone drunk.
There it is. Just yank the drive, and I'll do the rest.
Modified pistol, jock, hatchet, metal hoop, prayer beads. He fled. Well, he fled before we could get down to it, left his things behind, so they're stored in the back of the security station. Hawthorne ship impounded by order of... Still no clue why Hawthorne associates with that bored snake. Guy from the back base roughed up the Moon Kid.
Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up.
Where'd he go? Oh, there he went. He just teleported anything out of existence. All right, listen.
Okay, calm quiet. Nicely done.
Hold it right there. What?
I was just leaving.
Just don't make more paperwork for me, all right?
We don't really need... Could I have closed this door? I could have. I feel dumb now. On a side note, well, let's continue closing that door. Steel hatchet. Plasma rifle. Ammo. We're not going to take the food. Okay. Ow! What's up here? Well, this is good to know. Good. You didn't get very far. But, oh no! Ow! And there's no way for me to get back up there. Alright. Well, I mean, there's a way for me to get back up there, but it's not. Ugh. There's no simple way. I gotta go all the way back. Oh yeah. Somebody died up here. Woo! Figure you just...
His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities?
Oh. You hesitate. What aren't you telling me?
It's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually finding him. Was a bit of a long shot, wasn't it?
This all seems awfully convenient.
I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
Sounds good. Let's leave. All right. Now that we've finished exploring the top. Oh no. Woo! Yep. Saw that happening. We got dealt with security. What's this? Not a door we can close.
You learn to keep your eyes to yourself in my job. Nobody wants you looking close at their cargo.
All right. So we know there's some kind of enemies behind that door.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed.
We did well. We did well stealing a key card.
And threaten our hearts story brought to you by Halcyon News. All the news that's fit to broadcast.
Yeah, that's not sketch at all. I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead and... Well, that looks like a place we can go that I shouldn't be able to. Time to sneak in.
Somebody was trying to fix this up, but looks like they ain't been here in a long while. Poor old sweetie.
What was that?
What the? What was that?
Watch out, Captain! What was that?
Well... Well, just... Well, time to pull out the bigger gun. Yeah, we did not do well here. Oh. Well, that's one down. I thought there was two. I may have been wrong. Whew. So, it turns out there are blue glowing bits. And those are weak points. And, yeah. We do increased damage with that. Okay. That was a little rough. A little rough, a little painful, but we did it. We're A-okay now. Gonna just break that down because it's not worth a lot in cash. Logs, discovery. While rummaging through the back ways, I discovered a very old hammersmith crate that seemed to have been sealed for a very long time. I don't know. I didn't know Hammersmith actually made hammers, but I brought it back to my lab. Thermal, electrical, and chemical Our time on the hammer. The weapons break through in circuitry and engineering, and many of its systems appear rigged against tampering. Prismatic hammer. It's a science weapon. Hammersmith was working on a hammer weapon, the pulse hammer, when his rival company... Well, we're gonna take
now,
that.
I don't say this lightly, but that is a work of sheer universal beauty.
Search for clues. Okay. Drinking sapphire wine. The cleaning machine. An empty man. Does it? Oh.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
I guess it was still loading in, or maybe it was.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the...
Seeking relief from the heat? Till June Lay gets those radiators fixed, I've got the next best thing. Stellar Bay proper? Tough to say. The board recalled all the nav keys about 10 years back when the corpse pulled back to Terra 2. I hear tell some folk down in the townships are getting offered early retirement. Who'd think of such a thing? What would you do with all the time? The radiators, they're fucked 10 ways to Sunday. And we're all sweating buckets wondering when the powers that be are gonna get around to fixing it.
Oh, things got real weird there for a second. Sounds like you might have an issue with your thermal control system.
Couldn't say, and I wouldn't be pouring drinks professionally if I could. All I know is we're cooking in our own juices here, and it's only gonna get worse.
Who's in charge of fixing it?
Engineering. Chief Junlei don't know what's got her dragging her heels.
What do you need a radiator
They're
for?
supposed to gather up all the heat the systems generate and vent it into space. Instead of the heat going where it ought, though, it seems to be blowing...
How long has it been like this? Maybe I can do
That's
something.
not for me to say.
Let me see what you got for
What
Trey.
ain't
Okay, I thought I hit the wrong button. We're good. Guns. Oh, I still have a shot cannon. We have first sell junk. The ultimate hammer to be produced, but this prototype was so expensive that it never entered production. We'll sell the plasma rifle. You know what? We're going to just sell everything. I feel like we've got enough. Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, you're gone. I'm never going to use that. We'll keep that. Plasma rifle can go. One-handed melee, light machine gun, stun baton. Perfect. Armor. Tell you to wait. Well, we don't need this. Intimidate +5 or dialogue skills, which includes intimidate. Yeah, that can go. A pristine heavy helmet. Goodbye. Text. Don't need that. Don't need that. Oh, this is literally the same thing. I'm like, what's the difference? Okay, now hold on. Nightingale step, footstep. This has got mods built in. Now hold on. Hold on. Tech kit, tech skills +5, Nightingale steps. Volume of footsteps -25, radius of footstep sounds -25. That is a really good. Like, the only thing bad about it is it's got less armor, but even then. Marauder helmet. That's not that useful. Okay. We got so many mods. Okay. Also, a need to heal. Y'all want to close the door? Ah. Like they don't know. You know what? I bet I can find a key card somewhere around here.
Keep him quiet, Cap.
Don't turn around. Don't turn around. You're good.
Colonials are always itching for a fight.
We're golden. Man, he almost busted me. All right. Really? Oh, bam. Nice. I didn't really get anything worth the trouble, but that's cool.
Fairfield. Loads of... This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball Finals was scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game into question. Both teams have tested negative for performance-enhancing stims. A tossball first. Coaches and referees are debating how and if this behavior could lead to an unfair...
What do you think you're doing?
I didn't think that was a good idea. So, you know. Oh. I kind of actually no, I like Bavardi more. And oh. It's 26 as the knockdown. Okay. 57. I don't know what it's going to do, but I feel like it's going to be good. So we'll give Bavardi the big gun, or the big hammer. Yeah, none of that is worth my time. This, however, a tactical shotgun, you say? Well, tell me more. Whoo! And it uses light ammo? Oh. A long gun that uses light ammo. I like the sound of that. Does 24 damage versus 43. But it fires 8 of them versus this 1. So ooh. I like the feel of that just a little better. I do. I am a big fan of shotguns in games, so like it is kind of like my weak point. I'm like, oh, I love a good shotgun. What the fuck are you?
Mercy from me.
A manta pillar. I'm gonna take that just so I can break it down. Well,
Hello? Someone there? Help! I'm locked in here. Can you get me out? It smells awful, and not all of it's fine. Get me out. If you can hear me, please hurry. The toilet's overflowed. Thank you, sir.
Private Taylor.
You have no idea how good the air on Groundbreaker smells until you've been trapped in a tiny bathroom with an overflowing toilet. Thanks again, friend.
You're welcome. What happened?
What usually happens on this partially pressurized rust bucket? Something broke.
Oh.
Well, actually 2 things broke. First, the damn toilet overflowed. When I came to clean that up, the damn door decided to close and lock on me.
All right. How long were you in there?
Time stood still. I was aware of nothing but the smell. Ugh, could have been days. Ah, shit. That means I haven't clocked out in days. Song is gonna have my ass for wage theft.
Why did you get a favor?
You're gonna shake me down after I was trapped in a shit-covered bathroom? Is that how it is?
Yes. Are you gonna pay up?
Fine. Here's every bit I've got. That enough for you? Or do you want my shit-covered clothes as well?
Ah, you can keep your clothes. Keep your pants on.
I will. I will preserve my dignity. No one...
This poor man. I want to feel bad for him, but I don't. Oh, hey, I could take all that. All right. First thing I see is a bunch of goodies. Boop. Oh, okay. So where's this guy? Was there a way around that didn't need my lock picking? Oh, no. Where am I? We have left the bar. Interesting.
This is Halcyon News.
We got rest and go, medical bay. Oh, we
You're a deft hand with a mag pick.
I tried to be. Well, anything else in here? No, we good? We're good. Mind your head. Well, I found myself in a room with a bunch of ammo. And a heavy machine gun. Well, don't mind if I do. It's a heavy weapon, which is unfortunate. Yes, it's big. Yes, it's heavy. Yes, it eats ammo faster than the Sprat eats spilled tobacco. Wait, what was the question? But all of my guns are currently long guns. And that's kind of like how I like having things, so.
Where's that? Do that? Hey, how'd you get back there?
Let's pretend we never got back in there. I love how she's like, how'd you do that? And my answer, I didn't.
I was wondering what they do with their wages. I guess they just jump in.
You were not worth 4 bullets. And yet that's how many I wasted. We'll be fine.
How about I stay up top? You know, keep watch. Okay?
Okay. I thought you were going to stay up top. Crumpled instructions. Frankie got a lead on some local salvage. One of the groundbreaker's old hangars was bricked over until someone found it by poking around the stevedores quarters. Lila gave us a go-ahead and to plant her flag once we cleared out the new arrivals. I'm sending you to scout. Look for a loose panel. You gotta climb on top of the bunks and head towards the back wall. Oh! I found that. She thinks we're being tailed. In other words, typical Lila. Yeah, I accidentally found that. Mostly because I saw shinies and I was like, I want the shinies. am I? Oh, I know where I'm at again. Okay. Whoop. All right, so we go back down here. Yeah, that's a bit far. So now we go down here. We explored that room. And it's just...
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? That's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you.
Really? What's the benefit of modifying my weapons?
Why, it gets you the weapon best suited for your lifestyle.
All the better for performing a little percussive maintenance.
Self-improvement, including one's weapons, is always a worthy endeavor.
Take your basic Deadeye assault rifle. Perfectly serviceable. But what if you like finesse? Slap a scope and silencer on that bad boy. Bunker down in a bush someplace and pop off heads.
Nice.
What if you like getting in close and making a lot of noise? Extended ammo magazine and a barrel heatsink to bump up rate of fire.
I like... How do I attach a mod?
Only takes a bit of elbow grease and a spot of engineering know-how. Most ships have a workbench near the cargo hold. Ours is in engineering. You could take your new toys over there if you feel like tinkering.
If I change my mind, can I take a mod off or replace it?
No and yes. When you install something, it pops in there real nice, but if you want to replace it, the originals tend to snap like plastic toys.
Oh, that's not fun. Where can I find mods?
Right here for a start. I got a fair...
Does my modifying a weapon void the warranty?
What? Sorry, hon. Here at Bell's Shells, we just don't discuss impolite topics, and WARRANTIES tops the list.
Wow.
So...
First, sell that. Heavy machine gun. Well, I just picked up a tactical shotgun, so we don't need that. Sawed-off space shotgun. Handgun or revolvers. Plasma rifle, auto mag, and a grenade launcher. So don't have any new guns. Increases magnum or ammunition, plasma damage, critical damage. Grip. Increases the damage dealt from a power attack. Hush grip. Reduces some of the noise made when swinging the weapon. That sounds utterly worthless. Weapon parts. Cost 27 bits. Anti-plasma gland. Okay. Cool. Thanks. We already hung out at the bar. It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. God, that stupid jingle is now in my head.
I'm sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget.
Ever been to Edgewater?
Heard of it. My orientation Aether Wave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
Don't go looking into it.
If you did, that'd be good, actually. They could use the help.
And if you do, please don't mention us.
I'd have to go over my contract, but I don't think I'm allowed to leave Groundbreaker. or this stall. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too. Anything and everything. Whatever you want, we got it. And when you need a replacement, we got that too. Have a look.
Things, and I'm willing to bet that's because I messed up Spacer or Edgewater. All right, now that you two are actually in the room, I can steal with impunity. All right. Lost Hope. Bell Shells. Waste Disposal. We've checked out Acer's Hope. Let's check out Medbay.
Are you listening to me, Emfuru? You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene. I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene?
Probably.
See, Emfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jesse in the first place.
What's this about your friend?
Let me get one thing straight. Jesse and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay?
All right, fine.
As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors.
Maybe I...
Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
I mean, a shotgun to the face will cause a lot of answers. But you seem well stocked.
Not without dispensation from Chief Jun Lei, I fear. Supplies are hard to come by out here.
How do you mean?
We don't have the ability to manufacture our own medical supplies here on Groundbreaker. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages and antibiotics, as well as more critical resources like adequately trained staff. We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Anti-Cleos, but they demanded we only use their branded drugs, and that's simply not tenable.
Well, that's unfortunate.
If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no.
The records say, have you actually spoken?
She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying. Take care.
Good luck getting to Jesse, and better luck with you. Piece of work.
Can't say I've seen you before. If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of... He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate. Our delivery man. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits.
What do you need mechanicals for?
Surgery, mostly. Medical personnel are difficult to come by on Groundbreaker.
I could try to find him.
I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the